This video is sponsored by Skillshare. When Days Gone came out in 2019, game critics said it was fine, but lacked the high-quality writing and technical polish that Sony exclusives typically spoil us with. So gamers responded, "No! IGN, delete this video right now!" Which roughly translates to,
IGN gave something I pre-ordered a 6.5 and I took that personally.
2 years later, following its release on PC, cancellation of its sequel, and fan-blaming comments from its director, the Days Gone debate has reignited.
As if it happened so long ago that anyone could forget.
Some people agree with the more negative professional reviews written by bootlicking Xbox shills such as PlayStation Universe. And other people agree with the more positive user reviews written by totally unbiased strangers such as Days Gone 2 Forever, who makes a valid case that there's literally nothing wrong with this 10 out of 10 game. No, it's female empowerment that's the problem. Days Gone is just a threat to Neil Cuckman's agenda. Yeah, that's why Days Gone 2 got canceled, not because of embarrassingly low sales and mixed critical reception, because of women! They don't talk to me! 4 out of 4 users found this helpful. Okay, IGN, stop giving copy-paste cash grabs near-perfect scores unless they're actually near-perfect games, sweetie. And gamers, stop demanding IGN issue an apology on the rare occasion they're brave enough to give something an honest average score. Unless it's Doom, in which case IGN better issue an apology. 7.1? Are you sorry?
6 out of 10.
Alright, now that I've single-handedly fixed IGN and gamers, allow me to end the Days Gone debate once and for all. The truth is, IGN did in fact get this one wrong. Days Gone deserved a way higher amount of criticism. It's just awful. So, this isn't a review of what it's like to live with someone who plays Days Gone. This is pretty much gonna be a murder of Days Gone. Cold-blooded. I'm sorry to this man. He was fantastic as Deacon Saint Starkiller Base, but sorry to this man. I do not like Days Gone.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's me. Wondering why
You
you're
can
not
tell
naked.
Shelby doesn't like a game when her ADHD is out of control.
I'm so bored.
See, the whole time we've played this game,
Nothing's happened.
She hasn't-
What do you want me to do? Nothing's happened. He just keeps walking up to people and going, "Hey, so you wanna hoo-ha, ta-ta?" And then they're like, "Oh, well, we gotta do the bubble." And he goes, "Huh, well, maybe next time." And then he gets on his bike and then he goes,
In our last video, we called Resident Evil Village a single-player roller coaster with a special spot for backseat gamers right up front. If I had to use the roller coaster analogy in today's video, I'd compare Days Gone to It's a Small World, a slow, boring ride of maddening repetition that goes on forever past the point you stopped enjoying it ironically. And for a while, I did genuinely enjoy Days Gone ironically, starting only 20 seconds in when this happened.
oh shit!
"Oh my f***ing god!"
And I realized it was gonna be one of those games.
Whoa! What did you guys see that?
Yeah, you know, one of these games.
They got him!
Yeah, that's the kind of game I'm talking about. A broke-ass game. Listen, bugs are funny. People get mad at bugs,
Take him down!
but bugs are funny.
Wow, hey, look. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay!
We won.
I don't care about immersion. When V's Beampus was bugging out his jeans, I was like, that's terrible. CD Projekt Red. Why is that happening? For real, is it a certain pair of pants I need to avoid? Or what specifically are the exact parameters I should never try right now to get the funny Beampus?
Breathtaking.
However, despite thankfully remaining a buggy game since launch, laughing gas wasn't the only fuel Days Gone needed more of to make it a joyride.
You like this game?
No.
Are you sure you don't like this game?
Yeah.
Which part? The part where I'm slowly walking my motorcycle through a dirt road?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's just 2.1 kilometers.
Pacing is really important. Every video game review talks about pacing, so is Days Gone well paced? Is it poorly paced? After 30 hours, I knocked on the TV, I said, pacing! Pacing! And do you know what I found out? There is no pacing in Days Gone. The main quests in a story-driven video game are normally when the narrative and gameplay come together in a way that most profoundly demonstrates what the developers are capable of. When a player selects the main quest, it's because they're ready for some higher production value, which will simultaneously progress the plot and put their skills to the test. The main quests in Days Gone often don't even seem to know what the plot is, rarely require any meaningful effort from the player, and virtually never expand upon the core mechanics available from the outset. It's like the director handed his dev team 5,000 pages front and back of just dialogue, so the dev team said,
"Hey boss, quick question. When you wrote this alarmingly incoherent pile of conversations, did you know we're making a video game? Game design, it's for fun. All these walking and talking quests, it's not fun. Plus your story, your characters, I'm gonna be honest, they're bullshit, man. What the are we gonna do? Sony trusted us!"
And then the director of Days Gone looked at his dev team with reassuring confidence and replied,
"You were in the parking lot earlier. That's how I know you."
This is a load of barnacles.
You can practically hear the dev team throwing their hands up in frustration as they program yet another exciting motorcycle zombie level for you to move the left joystick a little as you follow your snail wife around and compliment her tuchus.
Do me a favor. Take that shit off.
Why do the main quests in a post-apocalyptic open world with exhilarating zombie hordes and nitrous-boosted motorcycles have the least exhilarating, least nitrous-boosted pacing in the whole game?
I want to shoot zombies, not watch X-Files from a bush.
That was my boyfriend's reaction the first time they made him fill up a bar by listening.
I don't have to say anything.
On the 5th quest, exactly like it, he was only doing it because there was absolutely nothing else left to do on the map. And to unlock more, it was either listen to X-Files from a bush again, or go talk to a rock.
I know it doesn't make any sense me coming up here, but what the hell? Where else am I gonna go?
Herein lies the biggest issue with Days Gone's pacing. The kind of action and adventure players bought the game to experience is frequently locked behind a paywall of meandering drivel that simply did not take game design into account when it was written. For the opening half of Days Gone, the main quests are at best hours behind where the player wants to be gameplay-wise, and at worst don't feature any gameplay at all. Oh, they made a trailer called Fighting the Horde, cause Fighting the Horde seems like gameplay worth $60, but the trailer doesn't tell you that the first main quest where you fight a horde is 70% through the game. 70% through the game! My boyfriend had already defeated a ton of hordes he had to seek out on his own when again, to unlock more game, he was forced to go on a light jog with an old man across a marsh and up a hill to merely look at a horde. This grandpa's like, "Well, days of big bunches of embers to kill, ain't they? Best part of the game, I reckon. Ooh-wee! But slow down there, kiddo. You've only been playing for 25 hours. So for now, what do you say we jog right on back to camp? And I'll tell you what, last one there's a penis pump."
And I just wanna go home.
So many of these mandatory storylines are 30-minute meetings that could have been an email. That's why sometimes it feels like the dev team tried to add interesting gameplay where there clearly was no plan to add gameplay. For instance, on this mission, the main character goes to church and daydreams about his wedding day in the cringiest cutscene ever motion captured.
But only if you promise to ride me as much as you ride your bike.
And right in the middle of it, the devs are like,
I'm gonna stop Days Gone right there so you can have a random shootout, cause we're sorry.
And then Starkiller Base goes right back to daydreaming as if nothing happened.
Get a room!
Although other times, when the script miraculously formulates a scenario that could possibly be mistaken for this complex concept people in the video game biz call a level, the director was probably like, "I gave you something fun to do, and you wasted it."
This is a load of barnacles.
I mean, using dynamite to blow up a dam at the climax of multiple storylines sounds like it was gonna be a pretty epic level to me, but what do I know? After all, you're the guys that made Bubsy 3D.
No, that's the thing I'm sensitive about.
So let's just give the dynamite to Boozer, the village drunk with one arm, and he can go play the level while we watch from a mile away. Then, I don't want to ride my steel horse full throttle away from a deadly tidal wave, no. Give me a comical animation with GameCube vibes, and that's a wrap on the actual best story mission in Days Gone. So if you wanted a sequel, well, you should have just bought it at full price. In conclusion, I'm sorry to this man, and I'm sorry to Ben's studio. There are sparks of genius on these bloody Oregon trails that can be seen flying into the kindling of freaker nests or lighting up an awe-inspiring amount of enemies. But the creative fire Days Gone was spitting is too swiftly extinguished, leaving the player with a burning desire for more that cannot be quenched by the drip feed of flavorless side quests or the bottomless well of main quests, which are overflowing, yet somehow still only trickle one by one like stinky pee-pee from a funny beampus. This video is dedicated to everyone who unironically enjoyed Days Gone. No hard feelings. I'm happy for each and every one of you, except Metacritic user Days Gone 2 Forever. He is an ignorant clown. Now, if you don't want to be an ignorant clown, you should definitely check out Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. Viewers ask us all the time how to get started on YouTube. I can't recommend Marquez Brownlee's class YouTube Success enough. His advice is great and he's a natural teacher. One of the nice things about Skillshare is that you can take classes whenever you want, and there are so many to choose from. Whether you're a noob looking for a place to start or a pro trying to spice up your skills, there's something for everyone in topics ranging from music to web development and everything in between. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning. That means no ads and new premium classes all the time. The first 1,000 people to click the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium so you can take the first step to accomplishing your goals and exploring your creativity. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring, and an extra thank you to the folks who try out our sponsors. Your support means the world.